29.5 sacks, ranks 6th all-time. Only Dan Marino has played more games in a Dolphin uniform. So I ask, in your opinion, is Jason Taylor a Hall of Famer?
First ballot, no question, put him in the Hall of Fame. And I always look at defensive players like this. When you look at a defensive player, you break the huddle as an offensive player. If you have to find that guy and you have a game plan, they're faster, they're stronger than just about every team in the National Football League. It's just that they play an undisciplined brand of football. They constantly lead the league in penalties. They constantly shoot themselves in the foot. But if they put it all together and they would quit that undisciplined style of football, they would be a frightening team because they are that talented. They are one of the most talented teams you will ever put on film.
Yeah, I agree with you too. It's the silver and black, the Oakland Raiders. I mean, can you imagine if they played a game without having any penalties? I mean, how good they could be. And I think there's two factors that the potential of Carson Palmer in the playoffs. I mean, he hasn't even had a full season of development in that offense. That he, week to week, him getting better. And also head coach Hugh Jackson, I think he has a great job of tapping into that emotional aspect of that team. You know, the passing of Al Davis, playing for a reason. I think he's a great motivator in that aspect.
For some of these teams who don't make the playoffs, it will be the end of a season, and it appears for one potential Hall of Famer, it will also be the end of a career. Jason Taylor, among the top 10 in the NFL in career sacks, he's expected to call it a career on Sunday. According to team sources, Sunday's home game against the New York Jets will be Taylor's last. The 6-time Pro Bowler has played for 15 seasons.
So they're going to be pumped, for Jason. We know it's, it's a talented group we're playing against. The facts are this, I know for sure, that if we don't win, we're not in it. So we better win, and then we'll see what happens. We'll do whatever it takes. Light candles, we'll do it all. All right. So, but we got to take care of our business first.
Here we are, fighting for our lives here at the end of the season, and that's just fine. Whatever it takes to get in, our main goal is still there for us. I think our season can continue if some things happen, and the most important thing that needs to happen is us beating Miami. So that's where my focus is at. All we can control is this next week.
Here's what you need to know about the AFC wildcard race. The Bengals in control, so if they defeat the Ravens, they will gain the number 6 seed. The Raiders are also alive for the AFC West crown, entering a wild card with a win, a Bengals loss, and some other help. The Titans and Jets.
Coach uses lots of techniques to keep us refreshed.
I can't believe you missed the extra pint. Not just cold, it's super cold.
He yells at us.
Why is the deputy lover, boy?
When it comes to big refreshment, we can all use a little coaching. Crossbrew Coors Light, the Maine's most refreshing beer.
Did you up? Did you down?
One fights for country.
Tommy Reardon saved my life.
One fights for family.
You're upside down on your mortgage.
But after the house, there's a state tournament. I'm gonna need a trainer.
What are you gonna do?
Helmet! Hell on!
I'm gonna fight a warrior. Get it today.
For another half hour of NFL Live, and we talked about it earlier. Hollywood really couldn't script it any better. Kyle Orton returning to Denver for the first time. So much to play for, not only to prove the Broncos made a mistake, but also to keep them out of the playoffs. So we go live now to the Mile High City where we find George Smith. And George, I imagine everybody's saying all the right things, but what's it like out there?
Yeah, absolutely, Wendy. They are saying the right thing, saying this is Broncos versus Chiefs and not Tebow versus Orton. Tim Tebow just finished up.
Tigers, time. One night to decide it all.
Red Bull. New Year, no limits. 11 p.m. Eastern on ESPN.
NFL Live is streaming live on your computer, tablet, or smartphone via WatchESPN.com and the Watch ESPN app.
Well, the AFC West, as we mentioned earlier, is a two-team race. The Broncos are in charge. Win and they're in. But the bottom line is, standing in their way, Kyle Orton and the Kansas City Chiefs. Orton returning for the first time since the Broncos let him go and opted for his backup, Tim Tebow. The Broncos practiced today, after which they spoke to the media.
Yeah, I enjoy big games. Every game that we've played is a big game to get us to this point, but obviously this is our next game, so it's our biggest game, and we're excited about it. And ultimately, it's why you play the game is to be in big situations, and with the awesome fan base behind you, which we'll have on Sunday.